hulu era ekyo kijja kuleeta enkulankulana mu Butaleja yeffe. Tweyanziza nnyo omukulembeze w'eggwanga nze Ramadan Muhammad Muserengu disikadhi omupya we distrikiti eno ey'e Butaleja.
Thank you very much, our religious leaders. My name is Hamira Yunus, the district speaker of Butaleja, and also the Secretary of Finance, NRM Butaleja. At this juncture, I take the honor to welcome the Right Honorable Secretary General of NRM. Sir, you are most welcome.
NRM oye! Butaleja oye! Thank you. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and the National Chairman of the National Resistance Movement Party, we welcome you to Butaleja District as we continue to remind our members, supporters, and Ugandans about the need to protect the gains that we have all achieved as a team from 1986. Your Excellency, because of time, we are going to have very brief remarks from the party chairman of the district, the regional vice chairperson, and then the second national vice chairperson will come and make her remarks and invite you to speak to your people. Before I invite the district chairperson, allow me to introduce to you and the people here some of the dignitaries that have come to join you in this rally. We have the Right Honorable Annette Among, the Speaker of Parliament, and also the second National Vice Chairperson of the party. We have Honorable Calvin Echodo, the Regional Vice Chairperson of the party. We have Ms. Anne Ruyondo, the National Secretary of Finance for the Women's League. We have Mr. Ome Samuel, the National Vice Chairman, Youth League for Eastern Region. Mr. President, I have my colleagues from the National Secretariat. We have Honorable Ambassador Nekesa Babra, the National Treasurer of the party. We have Comrade Emmanuel Dombo, the Director Media and Public Relations. And we have our party chairman for Sironko District, Aji Suleiman Lumolo. We have quite a number of members of parliament. We have Honorable Nebanda Florence, the woman MP for Butaleja District. We have Honorable Mutambule Yusuf, MP Bunyole East. We have Honorable Mutiwa Geoffrey, MP for Bunyole West. We have Honorable Pamela Kamugo, woman member of parliament for Budaka District. We have Honorable Igenyi Michael Bole, Chairman LC5 Butaleja District. Your Excellency, we also have Ambassador Dorothy Samale Hua, our High Commissioner to Australia and a former Deputy Secretary General of the party. Our flag bearers, we shall introduce them when they are receiving their flags. But sir, allow me to recognize the presence of the Seulu, the head of the traditional institution of the Banyole. Thank you so much for joining us. And at the end of your speech, sir, I request maybe you take a photo with him in memory of this wonderful day. May I now invite the party chairman to come in less than 5 minutes. Please, please summarize your report. I know you have a very nice and wonderful report, but we are time bad. So summarize the key issues.
NRM oye! NRM juu! President Museveni oye! Butaleja oye! Honorable Lokose oye! Honorable Musamba oye! Honorable Swaka oye! Dangerous substitute Wele Erivisi oye! Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Chairman of the Revolutionary Party, the Right Honorable Speaker, who happens to be a product of Butaleja, a fact that very few people know. She's also an in-law in BUTALEJA. The SEC members present, the Secretary General and the team, including our own son, Honorable Dombo Emmanuel Lumala Solowa Yashombe, the MPs present, and all the other members, protocol observed. Mulimu Chaba Nanyole. Your Excellency, my humble name is Moses Pabire, a certified Muzukulu, all the way from Doho, the promised land. Your Excellency, after serving the young people as the chairperson of the Youth League and the chairperson of the District Youth Council, the revolutionary members of the party saw it prudent, wise, necessary, and timely to elevate me to the level of chairperson of the district. I am therefore the commander of the NLM forces in BUTALEJA district.
Yes, sir.
Your Excellency, I also happen to be the coordinator of ONC in BUTALEJA under the indomitable Namyalo Hajat. The memo to His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni TV Haulwa, the President of Uganda and Chairman of the National Movement, on his campaign visit to BUTALEJA Friday. Ngano ngano husheya ngano. On behalf of the people of BUTALEJA, I take this one singular honor to welcome Our Excellency to BUTALEJA, the land of rice, the unwavering land of support to the national resistance movement. Your Excellency, BUTALEJA is predominantly NRM, one of those few districts that have produced NRM leaders 100%. We just hear stories of people bringing opposition, independent candidates to parliament, independent members to parliament, LOC 5. BUTALEJA will have strictly produced NRM. Mahashubiye Homungaro. Your Excellency, BUTALEJA has the following administrative units. We have 2 constituencies, Winyole East and Winyole West. We have 10 sub-counties, 5 town councils, 76 parishes, and 443 villages. Sipangu. Appreciation. Your Excellency, this is a fact that everyone knows that BUTALEJA became a district during your reign. We cannot thank you enough for giving us independence. BUTALEJA is now an entity of its own. We take our own matters in our own hands. Your Excellency, we appreciate your fatherly gesture by allowing our people of BUTALEJA, after knowing that we are rice farmers, to continue growing rice in BUTALEJA in our swamps. Your Excellency, to show that you really love the people of BUTALEJA and you appreciate that we are rice farmers, Your Excellency, you rehabilitated Doho 1. That was not enough. You went to Doho 2. That was not enough. You went to the extension of Wapala. That has included the yields, the production, and the livelihood of our people. Your Excellency, we thank you for the appointments of the gallant sons and daughters of BUTALEJA and Bunyole at large. Your Excellency, Bunyole now, we also boast of having a justice of the Supreme Court in the names of Justice Mike Chibita. Your Excellency, we have Ambassador Doros Yuha, all the way from the land. Your Excellency, we have Honorable Dombo Lumala, the Director of Communication from the Secretariat, one of our own. Your Excellency, we also have several other DCs that you have appointed. We cannot thank you enough. There are several names. Because of time, I will not go through, but we have people like Haji Muluga, a former NRM chairperson, Hamada Pinto, and the others. Achievements in the last 5 years. Your Excellency, you renovated the Busole Hospital. Just of recent, we actually thought that you would even commission it today, but I'm sure because of time, it has not happened. Several new additions were made to the hospital. Your Excellency, the hospital now glitters like a gold. Construction of Butaleja and Busole water supply and sanitation system. I'm sure our visitors that have come to Butaleja, when you're passing around, you've seen the water system. I don't need to add much about that. The parish development model. Your Excellency, sincere appreciation again to the NRM government. Through the parish, Butaleja has received over 23 billions, with over 23,000 beneficiaries. Supported circles coming up to 76. That project has put money in the pockets of Butaleja. Your Excellency, another program is the Myoga program. This has also benefited several of our people. Your Excellency, another project we expected you to launch today, but of course we understand the tight schedule. That was the digital village. We have a digital village in a village called Buhadio in Nawanjof sub-county. This was the Ministry of ICT and Hawaii were in charge of this. This has extended power to about 25 households, supplied computers for e-learning to primary schools. We cannot thank you enough for that. Okay, the Secretary General is asking me to go to other issues. Requests, okay. Much as we appreciate the achievements and developments, Butaleja is in urgent need of the presidential attention in some areas, sir. The biggest request that is on the lips of every Butaleja, that is making every Butaleja to go sleepless, that every Butaleja is waiting for our dear President, the President of Honor, the flag bearer, Omwagala Wefe, is the reminder of the Naumali, Butaleja, Namutumba Road. Plus an extension of Tololo, Nagongera, Busole, Busava Road. Your Excellency, as the people of Butaleja, we contend, we believe with the road, development will be assured in Butaleja. Your Excellency, briefly, I come from Doho, an area where we do localized processing. We have seen several people from Kenya coming to pick the rice husks. One day was interested and asked these Kenyans, instead of carrying these husks to Kenya, why can't you set up a factory in our own area? And this was the answer. The Kenyan was brave enough to tell me that with this kind of infrastructure of the road, we cannot set up here a factory. So when we have such a road, we are sure it would hit Your Excellency, this is another issue. When you gave us a district, you preserved our language. Now, that is not enough without our identity. Our identity can only come, Your Excellency, if the Bunyole Cultural Institution is gazetted. Any other Jew, Your Excellency, there are some things that we, as the younger people, cannot work upon. We need unity, we need to foster unity, and this can only happen with the elders in the cultural institution. Your Excellency, in 2006, you gave us a town council in the name of Sole Town Council. At that time, it had a population of about 16,000. It has since increased. All the factors that propel the awarding of or creation of a municipality, they are present in Usole. We are kindly requesting you, Your Honorable, we are kindly requesting you, President, our national flag bearer for the party, to kindly, within a fatherly heart, create the Usole municipality. I don't need to talk about the advantage of the municipality. Everybody is aware of that once we have a municipality. Your Excellency, Just as I thanked you for the hospital and to give it as like gold, in our region here, Your Excellency, we don't have a referral hospital. We believe that the standard at which you put Usole Hospital and Butaleja being in the center of the sub-region, and also to decongest Mbale Regional Hospital, Usole Hospital should be upgraded to a regional referral hospital. And finally, Your Excellency, Butaleja, we are disturbed by floods. Initially, you had a plan to construct Bulsambu Dam in the Bugisu area. Your Excellency, we have information that some political leaders sabotaged this project. Your Excellency, within your powers, you can bring back this project and it will do wonders for us. We are tired of the floods, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, this was not on the memo, but due to public demand, I will have to talk about it in just a second. We have a feeling or a belief that some people within the Ministry of Works have neglected the duty of care. Your Excellency, we have a road that connects Budaka, Butaleja, and Tororo. It starts from Naboa, Naviganda, Mirikiti to Tororo. This road crosses River Manafwa. Your Excellency, the bridge was washed away about 2 years back. 7 lives have been lost. Several injuries created. One day, there's this company that you've just chased out of Uganda called the Umeme. Their staff were on an operation in the night. They didn't know that the bridge was washed away. So when they drove there, everyone, I know you were thinking about what happened. We don't want that to happen again. Conclusively, Your Excellency, several groups have handed me their memos, but understanding that this is a campaign period, we have collected those and we are going to hand them over. Can I now kindly request, Your Excellency, I must be very careful. I can easily be overthrown if I'm not careful. Can I request my DEC members to stand up for a recognition? And finally, I want to recognize some sons and daughters of Bunyole who are present. We have elders who have been instrumental in ensuring that NRM flourishes in Butaleja. Haji hasiyo inyohungu habatu mungal. Haji Jew. We have Hilome Gilosom, elder. We have Haji Naleva. We have Were Binga. We have Kemba Wire. We have Koire Amza and others. Without forgetting our Sehulu, Chomi, Agungumale. Ebitalo mire bashange, muri huona ni bapire shingenge, mukama aba kumire. Your Excellency, you can see the border community, they are on mine. Border oye, border Jew. Your Excellency, I have a very good memory. The border told me that in 2010, you gave them some 10 millions, and they appreciate the gesture. They put this money to good use. They have gotten some border through that money, but the numbers of their associations and groups have since risen. Your Excellency, they are requesting for your support in those groups. This does not only end on the borders, it also trickles down to the tax community and the ghetto people, the ghetto children of Butaleja.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I almost removed the microphone, but I was enjoying your speech. Butaleja oye! In President MUSEVENI, we have hope that everything will be done. All that the chairman asked for will be handled. May I invite the regional vice chairman in less than 5 minutes to give your remarks and invite the second national vice chair of the party to invite our president to speak to us.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Chairman of the National Resistance Party, allow me to stand on the protocol already established because of time. These people of Butaleja are ready for you and very excited to hear your manifesto. You're welcome to Butaleja, Bukedi, and there is a lot of excitement about the manifesto. Without wasting time, I'll invite the second National Vice Chairperson to welcome you.
NRM oye! NRM oye! But it is not hard. Not hard. Put back the thing. NRM oye! NRM oye! If you love President Museveni, raise your flags.
President Museveni
Your Excellency, we want to welcome you to Butaleja. As you heard the chairperson saying, I am one of the people who grew up from in Butaleja. During the Karamojong time, we came walking all the way from Bukedea, and the only home that we got refuge was the home of one old man called Mr. Hirome.
Ngandolo mungulio mami chairman ina aloma, mwisera shabakala moja, nibatulumba. Kwa gesi ya maguru humweteso, anga wafuro humulira ngonyene mubunyole. Yari muhidara shomami Hirome, elanje hidara hina huliemo.
Mr. Hirome, are you here? Just stand up.
He's on the other side, extreme end.
He took care of all of us who came from Teso. We want to thank you so much. And that's why I had to sit my P7 from Mugulu in here.
Era speaker, P7 Mugulu integrated.
Your Excellency, we want to thank you so much for the Budumba Bridge. The Budumba Bridge is being worked on now, and the company that is working on it is Abubakar Contractors, and is funded by the UK funding company.
Sewa President wenda webaso wechino udumolo watu ngaya hale. Nesa waino, luli hudabiriziwe company balanga Abubakari, niba utelesa luongero hubolangi.
Your Excellency, the issue of Nabmali, Butaleja, Busole, Namutumba Road is a very big issue. And because it's a big issue, it has been put in NDP4.
Sewa President yabatu Butaleja ngadolu balomile. Esonga yolugudo humwena umali, Butaleja, lwabite Busole pake na Mutumba. Songa mbala nyo, ele hilagati mbala, hagira government yaita mwendi DP4.
Now, because it is something that you had promised the people of Butaleja, we want to thank you so much for making sure that the company was already given to this road, and that is Power China that is going to start working on this road.
Sebo President wenda uhebasa, kubango my road songa mbala, hagira wala giye kampunu huwe China. Ibalanga Power China, ejo holo gudoluno, bebe sani jitandi hile, muisera hino.
And then the issue of Busole Nagongera Tororo Road. It is the same company working on it, we want to request that you tell them also to start on that road.
Sebo President uja usunga ngando luwalagiye hulwe na umali pake na mutumba no humwe na gongera ohumwe usole na gongera pake tororo uja usunga yo usulagire abe nabo babenja baholo lugudolo.
Your Excellency, we want to thank you for restoring the cultural institutions. And because you restore the cultural institution, as in Butaleja, in Bunyole, we also have a cultural leader.
Sebo wena webasa ogalusango ya fayo nebi bubu ebi hulembero vya unasi ninefe Butaleja ngano ebunyole huli no bwase hulu wa Bunyole webale ugali wene.
And the gazetting of the cultural leader of this place is only left with one step. And that one step is only your very good signature.
Oh, haso wasehulu. Shasigaye hitu hila shonyene. Buli mutendera gwangwa. Seo President muhono kukogwo nyene. Njoku sigaye.
Your Excellency, I want to correct the chairman who said you have allowed them to grow rice in the swamps. The rice that is being grown in Doho is in a rice scheme, not in a swamp. The law does not allow us to use the swamp.
Nena uteleza mweishia manalo mire. Omutiere ne Doho ide government ya dabirisa. Sirungu. Eyo sikimu yate wao government. Hagira government ya ingane besa eiterese. Eteka elia government. Sehiri hirisa huli mamutiere mumalungu waka bulijo.
And Your Excellency, to complement on growing of rice, we would also help the community in growing the fish.
Sebo President uja usunga. Iti abato balima mutiere. Balima kubanga jeshi balinacho shonyene. Na uja usunga sebo nga government. Ote mwengeli bayeda. Vego huemere nyeni. Josi bagate umuchero kubalima.
Your Excellency, finally, this place was also affected by the cattle rustlers, by the rebels, just like you're giving the other places restocking. We are also requesting here that you give the families here, each of them 5 cows.
Sabo President, abatu barakwena bosi Butaleja babitayo. Abatu bafire byawe. Ngano luwe hiri hisabera okubange ngombe. Usunga inabalabe Butaleja bosi. Programu iwa bihisye. Wosu bagatemo usunga President wa Uganda.
Your Excellency, we now want to request you to come and talk to the people of Butaleja and request them to give you the vote.
Sebo President, usunga uje ngamugulu, olome na Butaleja niwa hulindiriye, uhene hubasunga halulu, Butaleja mutegere sebulangi wene, onwesa President you.
Hello, the second vice chairperson of the NRM.
Aliu Hesaho, vice chairperson uwe pate yefe NRM.
And the speaker of parliament.
Eranga nje speaker wa parliamenti yefe Uganda.
Vice chairman of NRM Eastern.
Aliu Hesaho diganiriza vice chairperson uwe pate eno euva liuva.
Secretary General.
Omungandisi owanga mukulu muhibina yefe ebalangire Secretary General.
All the other leaders.
Nabakulembeze abasigaye.
And the people of Butaleja koideyo.
Nabato Butaleja bosi President abayiseho ntimutie.
I learned Samulunyole in 1954. I learned Samulunyole in 1954.
Bo mumwaha lukumi lunana chinana nene.
Lukumi ruenda tano mwena.
Lukumi muluenda atano nene.
When we had a teacher. from Butaleja called Duaro.
Mbwe bisere byo ngali ng'omusomesa ohumwe Butaleja niba mulanga ati Duaro.
He came and taught in our school in 1954.
Mbogati na gasomesa omusomero yawe mu 1954.
I'm sorry I came late because I was in Kampala in another function of the church people of Kayanja.
Mbulala gajawo cherezi kuba gali hoho e Kampala gacherewaho oyo umukolo ogwe kanisa.
I am here with the other leaders to present to you the manifesto of the NRM.
Mbwalingano na bakulembeze abasigaye abandi outosaho etehateha yenaremu yalangire manifesto.
That manifesto for 2026-2031 has got 7 achievements which NRM has done in the last 40 years.
Mbwetehatehe yo eja huduluma 2026 paka 2023 na mulala mbwerimo ebitu ebyene bingi ebyatehatehire otolera.
Ebitukozire n'ebiteekateka okukola.
Ebiwaholaho nebyasubira obuholaho.
The first one, as you are all saying, is peace.
Ehisoke jene njedembe.
Because you are all, the old people are all witnesses of the troubles which were here. The cattle rustlers, the rebels.
Mbonga nyuma ngonga alingo ujagalo wungi abatu banyaga hunyaga mangombe vitu hivyo vityo.
The instability.
Emirembe ni nguma obutabangu hosayos.
Now the second contribution
mbwe hindi eyiwafuna homo
is the development.
Development. The what?
Development.
Ekulakulana.
The nkulakulana is what you are talking about.
Mbwe kulakulana wesi njehuli wemba.
The roads.
Olugudo.
The electricity.
Amasanjalaze.
The telephones.
Amasimu.
The water.
Amaji.
The railway.
Egali eyomu hanga ya bitanga oba olwere.
Those are part of development but known as economic infrastructure.
Ebyo byosi bingambagane kulahulana nengani hubiranga nti omusingi ogwebye kulahulana.
Gwebyenfuna.
Omusingi ogwebyefuna.
Then you have got the second part of development, which is social infrastructure.
Mbongalingo ehitundu eshindi mu misingi ejebye kulahulana ehalangire
embera y'abantu.
Embera y'abantu.
So you can look at of all those. Electricity is now here.
Usolo hejaho bitu ebyalomireho amasanjalaze ngaga olinago.
The telephones are there. You all have telephones.
Amasimu mwesi muri wenyikana go masangu.
The water.
Amaji.
I was looking in the file here.
Abali hejaho mubingandi hiwire mu file.
You are doing very well in water. You are doing very well in water.
Uli uhola ulanginyo mumaji.
Because Butaleja has got 443 villages.
Kuba Butaleja eri ne village bihumi bibiri ane neviri.
Bina.
Bihumi bine ane neviri.
Anana is 443.
Bihumi bine ane nedat.
Out of these,
we just
418
bihumi bine umina munana
have got safe water.
baina maji amayonjo.
This is 94%.
Kulihu vitundu chenda na vine hushihumi.
Only 25 villages don't have safe water.
Village jiri abiri netanu joka eju hiri hosa maji amayonjo.
And then within that, you have the irrigation scheme.
Ni umwango huli ne scheme ijatongozewa.
Of Doho.
Huli ni Doho.
And Wapala.
Ni Wapala.
That scheme is good because it doesn't grow the swamp in the rice. It doesn't grow the rice in the swamp. They take water. We take water from the river and irrigate. That's in order. The other ones who grow in the swamp, we shall have time and talk about it because there are better, more economic ways of doing it.
Abo abayeni bahirima malungu hujja ufune isera wihale hungaye usongeyo kubanga lingo ekola eyusolo holamo nindira kwafunamo osingawe nangu.
I will show you a bit of it later.
Era mwasera hali hujaho anatulage sholu isolo holewa.
Now, on the social infrastructure,
omusingi oguhikola shabatu.
Somebody talk to those borders. Somebody talk to them. They are wasting.
No,
not you, my staff. You. On the social infrastructure,
you are
also doing quite well. Because you have got 102 government primary schools. 102 government primary schools.
Kuba huli namasomero aga primary. I didn't hear the number well.
102.
Chikumi naviri. Oba chikumi ebiri.
Then 13 government secondary schools. 13 government secondary schools.
Ulina masomero huminadatu aga government aga senior.
On the health side,
Kuvyo ulamu.
On the health side, you are also doing well. On the health side, you are also doing well. You have got 15 sub-counties. 15 of them. 15. 15. One of the countries has got a government hospital.
Endala hukombola lidi ne edwaliro edia government.
One has got health center 4.
Agandi gali ni
one.
Lala lidi ne health center 4 edi hulevo yohune.
And 11 have health center 3s.
Agas gai ni health center. No,
11.
Humina lala. Jiri nedwaliro iri hulevo eyo hudatu baheri center 3.
So it is only 2 sub-counties which do not have health center 3.
Uli na magombola aviri goka agahiri ufuna amadwaliro agali hulevo eyo hudatu.
You borders. Wewe borders sikiliza wewe. Sikiliza. Give your contact to that person you are taking our time.
Mbomunge abatu awena mbajenywe esonga jenywe baja ujihola ho.
They will contact you.
Mweni rohoso ubaha banaba hubire esonga mune harema jigonjola.
So all these
bino byosi
are part of development.
byosi nje bihole ihulanga ekulahulana.
The only remaining issue here
Isigaye hoyo shoka
are the two roads of Nabumari, Butaleja, Namutumba Road.
njolugudo olumwena umali Butaleja usolwe pake na Mutumba.
And then the one of Busorwe Nagongera up to Tororo.
No lumwe tololo na gongera pake usolwe.
The delay is caused by the way of people bringing too many things for budgeting.
Mbwe hichelewe hise njembele ya watu ohubiba ebitu bene vingi babingira muisera cho budgeting oba cho teha.
You need to work to learn the way we work in the bush.
Ulino huigo uhola ekola eyi presidenti ba hola moni bali musugu.
The one by Kamukwe Muganda.
Obi usonderesa chahalala.
But here people touch too many things.
Ngano abatu bangamba hubitu bingi.
That's why the ones which is very important is sometimes not addressed because they are scattering resources.
Nje higima angandi vitu ivebyo mugaso nyo osese andi ubingambe okuba ngabangwe vitu byene bingi nibibiyango balomaho.
The members of parliament and even the population needs to be clear about that.
Aba bahabefe abangindi mulu iholu bahulu parliamenti bali no hunwayo ohulo mausonga shejo jitu.
Even the population.
Na batu wesi.
Because if you say we want this, you want 100 at the same time, that's not good.
Mbowesi hunasunge vitu vingi wasunga vitu tishihumi chozi yose sera shatangalasa muhama efe.
You kumamira mu Ruganda the quote kumamira, scattering resources.
Ose sera wadanyirire vitu byene vingi kwa unga.
How would they say it in Runyore?
Ohunga.
Kumamira, to scatter.
Ohudanyirira.
Oku.
Osasanya. Osasanya obohunuhirira.
What is the good word?
Your Excellency, forgive me for using the microphone. Boda oye! Boda oye! Please keep quiet. We are coming back to sort out the issue of your groups. Tell them.
Ono mama analo maginyo helamo alo mireti mube bakakamu esonga jenywe bino bingwagenda ojolaho.
I want a word for okumemerera.
Osasanya obonuhirira. Ohunuhirira.
Oku?
Ohunuhirira.
Okunuhirira.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I lend you the Rinyankore one.
Genda utungaho olwe ulalo.
Is okumemerera.
Mbumuhira alo balanga okuyererera.
Okumererera. That means you scatter, you don't concentrate and finish something.
Nti hutina hwa nuhirira ndi hu benaisera eshewonga uhitu esho mugaso.
Otherwise, we would have done these roads long ago.
Ani engudo jino wajihola hale.
But now we have got the money for them. I don't know why we have got money for them, and we have even selected a contractor for, especially the one of Nabumari, Butaleja, Namutumba.
Mbokubanga nani hati epesa jafunihire era baine nofuna omukugu alutina ohola omirimu ejo obahungudu ejo.
The contractor has already been identified.
Omukugu eyibali hulanga mu luzungu contractor bahenire omufuna.
So that one will be solved.
Esho kijaholewa honahani.
And it would have been done earlier if it was not for the other okumemerera.
mbohanisha ngoyale katehenge mbera yahunuhirira ino.
So please, let's learn how to do things properly.
Kale huige ohole vitu mumbera etufu.
Now, all that is about development.
Eyo byosi byosi biri hukulahulana.
Economic infrastructure,
emisingi eje byefuna
and social infrastructure.
Nemisingi eje mbera yomuntu wawudyo.
Now that is our contribution number 2.
Eyo nje bihwahanga hoyo ekyokubiri.
So if you are marking, you note what has been done.
No banoli hutikinga angwa anufanya ebyaholewaho.
Like for instance, I was looking on electricity.
Kubanga ngano jeno abayali uhejawo kumasanjalaze.
The electricity in Butaleja,
Amasanjalaze Butaleja ngano.
All the sub-counties have got electricity up to the sub-county headquarters.
Amagombola gefe gos galina masanjalaze ohola offices je gombolola.
The only one that does not have is Himutu.
Egombola lilila lyoka eringuma elibahiri osa masanjalaze office njeri Himutu.
But all the others have.
Agasigaye gali na masanjalaze kubitebe.
Up to the headquarters of the sub-county.
Paka kubitebe bihulu ebya magombolola.
Budumba, Busaba, Busaba Town Council, Busabi, Busorwe, Nawanjofu, Busorwe Town Council, Butaleja Town Council. Himutu is the only one which does not have.
Himutu yoka njehiri ufuna masanjalaze uitebeke gombolola. Mazimasa,
Naweyo, Kachonga Bufuja, Nabiganda. All of them have.
Vosi bali na masanjalaze offices jama gombolola.
This is in my file.
Biri mubi ngati obya president.
So when you are talking about, you should mark and see this has been done, this has not yet been done, and the main reason for delaying is the other one of Okumemerera.
Kale na nini huloma nenda humanye nti ebiholewa hutikinge humanye bihiri nera ehigima ngaba ngo hucherewo hole bitu bindi mbera ira eyo hunuhirira.
I will give you the example. We have been having a strike of teachers recently.
Genda utunge yo wonera honti abaye alingo no hwekarakasa mubasomesa.
That we are now struggling to get money for Navmari, Butaleja, Namutumba Road.
Timbo ani huli hwefumbanyo ohwendule pesa ejiholo lugudo ngwena umali Butaleja pake Namutumba.
And other roads.
Nengudwe jindi.
Then our own children say, you must pay us more salary now.
Abana befe nga bosi bangwayo balomati anga nguma musalo utongera hati nganguma inahole.
If you don't, we stop work.
Nimutayi hole nga uhomye milimo.
What sort of country is that?
Uganda yali hii.
That's why we say, please, can you wait? Can we first do Navmari Road and the other one, and then we can do the salary later?
Hikima president asunga galomati be mungambirire usoke holo lugudo nongwe na umali Butaleja pake Namutumba eyo songa yo siko hijeho.
So all of us, the leaders and even the population must learn that.
Hulino huigo vunanyiziwa wesi abakulembeze na batu abawulijo.
Because we don't do things by magic. We don't do things by magic.
Kuba ebitu sibiholewa lwahungahana oba osiko mugoye.
Magic, amalogo.
Okay. Si uhola ebitu lwajadu oba juju oba malogo.
We do things because of the money.
Kuhola ebitu olwebesa.
And the money can do one or two things, if not more than that, depending on what the money you have.
Ohole bitu sizire pesa jivani jiringo, jisoro hubani jihole hitu hilala oba bibiri, o sinziro wetapu bani ulingo.
Now, all this is about development.
Bino byosi byosi biri hukulahulana.
The third contribution is wealth.
Esho ufunamo, esho udatu, nje ebiefuna.
The NRM from the beginning taught you to differentiate between development and wealth.
NRM wa mutandikwa yatuloma ohumanya njawulo ngagati webyefuna ne kulahulana.
You can have development,
usolo oba ne kulahulana,
but you have poverty near the.
Ne hwaba no wafu.
In 1965, I came with a team of students from Ntare to play football and cricket with the and we passed through this Tororo road. That road was already tarmac at that time. And we have done it several times since. So the development has been there. 60 years. But if you go there even today, you will find poverty nearby. Some people because they don't get our message. And our message was, please distinguish between development and wealth. And we said, is very correct. The road is ours. Electricity is ours. But wealth is mine. I am glad people of this area learned growing rice long ago. Especially the Doho one. What is the chibaro of Doho? How much do you get per acre from rice? Amanye chibare cyane.
I don't know. Njana na binanse yo.
Your Excellency, webale nnyo ohuusa ehibalo eshingwamu yinka y'omuchere. Era hatyane olohuteresa amalungu amadatu, Doho 1, Doho 2, ni wapala abalimi bali kufuna bulangi omutyere kuba maji agangwa muwapala agangwa muliva manafa nigaja bali kufuna bulangi omutyere eyinka bafunamo ekiro 15 ku 12.
How much is that in money?
That one, once you sell, based on the price right now, is at 3,500. So when you multiply a farm after harvesting, it gets 7 million. When you deduct the expenditure, the farmer remains with 5 million.
Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
So when we came from the bush into the government, we told you to do agriculture with a chibaro.
Muzeyi nikangoye musu kukingira government gatuhubirisa abalimwe bisere byonti kuingire ohulima nehibalo.
Okukora byona byemukora with a chibaro.
Uhole uliuhola na eni hubala.
Whether kulunda, kulima, kuvuba, use a
Oba
chibaro.
huemera, oba hulima, yosi uhole nehibalo.
So I have noted that rice, you get 1 acre, that is 5 million after removing costs, and 7 million before costs.
Presidenti angwa huikola lelo nti omuchere hufuna emilioni musanvu notusaha mabanja muyika omuntu kasigasaho emilioni 5.
And that is the rice which is by irrigation, not by growing in the swamp.
Njo muchere ogulimiwa musikimu eiba ngindi hamo ibatamo utama maji ohule hamo malungu.
Eyo kufukirira amazi siya kulima mu rutobazi.
Eyo hujuhira amaji ohuleha ohulima mu malungu yagatali sikimu.
Now I can show you that's good, but we can discuss it more.
Mbo esho shirangi naye kusola ohinga yaho osuka hwangu.
And when I made the analysis 95, 96, we recommended 7 activities.
Mbo mzee ndiga heno uhola ohwendulisa mu
1996.
Mu 1996 aline vitu eviga linalo minenti kuja uhola.
We recommended 7 activities in 4 acres.
Mzee igala bihisye evitu vine muikene.
Ebintu musanvu muika ine.
Ebitu musanvu muikene.
1 acre coffee.
Eikandala emwanyi.
2nd acre fruits.
Eike yohubiri ebibala.
3rd acre pasture for 0 grazing cows.
Eike yohudatu enyasi eyohunga eyohulise ngombe jiulisa mubifo.
Ika number 4, the food for the family.
Ika eyohune emere eyohulya ngango.
In the backyard, poultry for eggs.
Ngaba hongo ohubaya hwengoho ofuna hao mamaki.
And the piggery in the backyard.
Notali musilamu waba hongo embiji.
And finally, near the wetlands, fish farming.
Abali hupina malungu waba yaho enyeni.
Now, people who have listened to our message are doing well.
Abatu abangirire omulanga kwa presidenti bali hola ulangi.
Let me give you an example. Let me start with somebody from Karamoja.
Mbo habatungireho huone humutu ali Karamoja.
Karamoja Hello?
Hello?
I'm calling the people of the Rutimbi, Bebase. They don't have it, or what is the problem? Okay, show them my model farm, if you don't have the other one.
Mr. Correa Dick.
That's the man I wanted.
I am a model farmer in Abim district. My village here is called Arangetoy West. Arangetoy Parish, Abuk Town Council, Abim District, in Karamoja. The mango trees you are seeing here were given to me by the President through Operation Wealth Creation. I received 200 mango seedlings, and I planted all, and they're all doing well. Apart from this venture, I got money from PDM last year. I got 880,000. And I used 800,000 for buying 10 goats. And the goats are there. They have multiplied. They are now 16. Part of the money of PDM I used for buying cassava stems. Through that money, I've managed to plant 2 acres of cassava. They are now doing well. The first acre, I intend to harvest next year in January. Then for the mangoes, you are seeing, I started harvesting last year in 2023. The first harvest, I got 6 million. That was in June. Then second harvest in November, I got another 6 million. So last year, from these mangoes, I got 12 million shillings. I've been selling to the people around. Actually, Soroti Fruit Factory has booked this mango. They want me to take these mangoes tomorrow, 2025, to the factory. Actually, I've been selling locally. I've been selling 1 at 500 shillings, 2, 1,000. And people are buying. These mangoes are very good. The mangoes, trees you are seeing here, are giving me money, a lot of money. And I want to thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Kaguta MUSEVENI, for coming up with the idea of Operation Wealth Creation in the country. This is money. I am not going to suffer. My children will not suffer because of this wealth. I call it wealth now. I always harvest, I don't harvest mango, I harvest money, not mangoes. So I want to thank our President so much. And next year, if all goes well, I expect to get 18 million first harvest. And then second harvest, I also expect to get 18 million next year, 2025. So altogether, I expect to get 36 million shillings.
Now you can hear the testimony of this man.
Bashange ndoza muri hungulira ojulizi omusajja ali hunga.
From Karamoja.
Ohungwa mu bakolomojo.
Karamoja is like 200 miles from here where we are.
Karamoja ngalingo emairo otibihumbi bibiri hungwa ngano.
They don't have tarmac road. Now they have electricity, but they don't have tarmac road.
Vangu makola ansi hati baliho na masanjaze naye vangu makola ansi be.
But there is obugaiga.
Neriyo ogaga.
Now you see my own model farm in Lila.
My name is Dr. Maurice Uchien. I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize their small acreages of land so that they can earn more money through intensive farming. And here we are talking about enterprises that have good yields and high income for their household. So we have the fish farming, which is one of the enterprises that can be done near the water without interfering with wetland and tampering with water flow. Then we have the zero grazing unit. On the other side, we have the coffee we have the banana, and also a household needs food crops as 1 acre plus fruits. So this idea of the 4-acre model is to support income for the household. And as I will go into the small mathematics, you will know that it's capable of pulling somebody out of poverty. Now, specifically on the fish pond, here is about 20 by 50 meter pond, 1,000 meters squared. After finishing the excavation, we stock 10,000 fish. We feed it for about 8 to 9 months. In the north, which is warmer, the fish grow faster. And in the west, which is a little cold, you add 1 more month to reach the same quantity of grams. So by that time, the fish will be about 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms. In the market, the fish, which is 1 kilograms or 800 grams here, cost about 10,000 shillings. So having stock here 10,000 fish, by 10,000, somebody will get 100 million in 1 year. And then when you subtract other cost of managing, which is roughly 30 million, somebody can be able to save 70 million on this fish pond. And this size, we can put 2 of them in 1 acre. So meaning in this particular acre, somebody should be able to get around 140 million shillings.
Now,
that is for this particular.
You hear my own testimony. My people.
About the president wefe.
In Lira, we have done 4 acres.
Erida batandihire programu ye ikene.
Coffee 1 acre.
Emwanyi uyikandala.
Bananas.
Amatemwa.
Pineapples.
Amapapali.
And pineapples, enanasi.
Enanasi.
And then 0 grazing cows.
No huemera ng'ombe.
But from fish alone,
hoka
in an acre, after removing costs,
my
people are getting 140 million shillings from fish alone.
Abantu ba presidenti bali ufuna ouhaire 14 onwa munyeni joka.
So this is the information I'm giving you.
Kale unojo ubaho wali utunga.
So therefore, number 3, contribution of the NRM to Uganda is obugaiga.
Kale ehitu ehufuniremo mu NRM mu government nje hitu yobugaga.
We don't accept abantu who gonna. We don't accept people who gonna sleep.
Siwihirisa batu ohungenyuha.
And not mix development with wealth.
O mugate ekulahulana no ugaga.
Ekulahulana can be there, but what do you call poverty in Runyori?
Ekulahulana esola yabango naye ngabango wafu. Poverty is owafu.
Obwa?
Owafu.
Obwavu.
Yes.
Okay. You can have development, but you still have obwavu in the population.
Mbosola hwabane kulahulana nera still wasigani uhiri no wafu mu batu.
I've shown you somebody in Karamoja. The development there is not so good, but there is obugaiga there already.
Angwa utulaga ngano mutu hungwa mbakala moja si bagaga nyo. Payo siba hulahulana nyo na yeri yo ugaga.
This is what I want everybody to know. Now, that's contribution number 3. Number 1, peace. Number 2, development. Number 3, wealth. Development. And then wealth. Number 4, jobs. Where do jobs come from? Let me quickly show you where jobs come from. Let's see if you are Mukama of
Welcome
Bakumiro.
to Kamai Demonstration Farm. My name is Fred Byamukama. I'm a member of Parliament of Buganges West Constituency, Kakumiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have a half acre of pineapple, has 6 cows for zero grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is the 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters, to lead by example, so that my voters can learn what measure the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well. You don't sleep here, but if I would sleep here, the house as well is seated on this 4-acre model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me eggs. Others are soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method of deep litter, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day minimally. Then I sell in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million. Because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity. You remain with 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20 times 6, that's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day, for us a liter here is 2,000, because we sell each cup at 1,000. So you get 2,000 times 120, you get 24,000 per day. So 24,000 per day, when you multiply, you get about 7.6 million per month. But 7.6 million per month, you cannot save it. You have to get 200 to pay these workers, sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is zero grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million from the cows for zero grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. This 1 acre is enough feeding our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well with this grass we have. When you get like the half an acre of pineapple per harvest, you get about 4.5 million, and I harvest twice a year. You will see, even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends to take. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell, I give to my neighbors to rear. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre, because we're just starting up the harvest. We had the first harvest, and when you get about 12 million, but when you irrigate very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana, at the end of the month, you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana, I use it for eating. So I simply get my coffee to ensure the other 12 million I'm telling you, which we are getting from this 1 acre, because we have tested it where you receive. And here,
that's what I wanted you to see. That's what I wanted them to see.
This
young man started those efforts 4 years ago. When he was elected to parliament. He's a son of one of our NRM elders.
mwana womulalahu abazeyi befemu mwenaremu.
When he was elected, his father brought him to me.
Niba mwangala se mwana gamungila eri president.
And said, this boy has been elected member of parliament, see how advise him.
Gamanjulira ntuma nono abatu bamulondera wa president kusu, I mean who MP kusunga president omunga magesi.
And I told him what I'm telling you and what I've been telling Ugandans for the last 60 years.
Era galomero muvuko yo ebyali utulomerangano ebyatinena lomera abana Uganda emyahanka ago humwenyuma.
I said 4 acres model.
Endima eya hulimira huyikene.
If you want to be useful to yourself, you want to be useful to your country, 4 acres model.
Nova niwendo uva omugaso eyoli wa mwene niwendo uva omugaso eri egwanga hutine hundima eyeyika ene.
So you have seen what he did.
Muwene ndoza eshali sajin.
1 acre of coffee.
Eyikandala eyemwanyi.
Then fruits.
Ebibala.
Bananas.
Amatemwa.
Some zero grazing cows.
Aline ng'ombe.
Then pigs which he gives free to his constituents.
Aliho nembiji josi.
Which he gives free. He gives them free to the constituency.
Ejatero hukabira abalonzi bave huwerere.
But also eggs.
Na magi gosi.
The eggs he's getting 302 trays per day.
Amagi ali ufuna ejihulanga tray ebihumbi bidatu nebiri ulunaku.
Which is 108 million shillings a month.
Emilioni ehumi na munana ulimwesi.
Chikumi.
Emilioni chikumi na munana ulimwesi.
Ulimwesi. Now in a year, but when he removes costs,
unatusaoho esasanya na mabanja banja,
he remains with 55 million.
Asigasa obuhaire atanu na utanu.
Now that in a year is like 700 million shillings net from eggs alone.
Omusaja afuna alimuhaire nga lusanvu natuisa magoba mumagigoka omwaha.
From eggs alone. So he's now a rich man now.
Musaja hati bamulanga mu liholo abagaga.
But more important, what I wanted you to see,
President wefe gendire nnyo huone,
is that the wealth of Byamukama has now created 26 jobs for other Ugandans.
Inti obugaga wa Byamukama ngwahuboho ubotilire milimo emyene mingi ejola na bina mukaga eja batu.
So you the NRM supporters, if you really want your country to move, you the NRM supporters, I'm telling you,
emwe abagizi benarem,
if you want to be useful to yourselves
nimuvanimuendo baba mugaso eyimulima bene
and to the country,
neri egwanga lyefe,
know that jobs come from wealth.
Umanye nti emilimo jingwa mu bugaga.
If you don't work on wealth, there will be no jobs.
Notaholire ku bugaga ngabanga nahangume milimo.
The government jobs which people fight for government jobs, those are very, very few.
Emilimo ja government jina uli mutu aheyanira ejo mitono nyo mibale bubale.
There are 480,000 jobs altogether.
Ngalingo emilimo nkumine na lunana Uganda yosi joka.
Mitwalo anamunana.
Mitwalo ane na munana Uganda yosi.
And we are 50 million.
Nehuli buhaire atanu.
How can 400,000 jobs satisfy us?
Emilioni atanu jabatu, emilimo ane na munana, jina tuende jitie.
Ane na munana, emitwalo.
Yes, emitwalo ane na munana je milimo. Abatu huli milioni atanu.
So, this is now from commercial agriculture. Byamukama has created 26 jobs in a very short time.
Nahani Galonja magesha gangwa mundima eye byefunova eye hibalo byabakama aholire milimo mubanga etono eya batu 26.
Now let's see the manufacturing. That is commercial agriculture, but let's see manufacturing.
Ejo jibaye muhulima hautineho makolero huone.
Please, that one. That is a new town near Mbale.
Industrial park njeyo
is a new town near Mbale.
Ejo hiwuga hinyaha eirihupi nembale.
It was not there before.
Sihibanga ngonga nyumango.
It is NRM which has put it there.
NRM njeya hibota.
And it has got now 75 factories.
Yahafuna hati amakolero nsambu netanu esajino.
Let's go inside one of them and see how many people are working there.
Kuliwingira omukati.
Freeze that one. You can see inside one factory how many young people are working there. Now, in the whole of Uganda, these factories are now employing 1.3 million people.
Factories gano hati gali kunga abatu abalinga ngagatiwa milioni ndala na batu vidatu. Actually, ngagatiwe milioni ndala na batu nemitwalo mahumia datu emilimo.
Working in these factories, which have just started coming.
Niba hola mumakolero ago agawa atandia utandia.
This is already more than 3 times the number of jobs of the government.
Ganoko kaga hobisa mo nohusuka emirundi edatu osinga emilimo eja government.
So therefore, if somebody says, you person, why are you supporting NRM?
Always show singa mutu angwayoka husanti ewe hine gima nowagira NRM.
Tell him that NRM has helped us to address 7 issues, but today we have talked only about 4.
Mulomere nti NRM etuyambire ohuloma husonga musanvu na yolo lero ungahulomao huine joka.
Number 1, peace.
Enambe soka edembe.
Number 2, development.
Enambe yohubiri ekulahulana.
Number 3, wealth.
Enambe yohudatu obugaga.
Number 4, how to get jobs.
Enambe yohune pelu sola ofuna emilimo.
There are 3 other points. I don't have time to go into them now. I will address them when I'm giving a radio talk show before I leave this area.
Jirapo esonge jindi ejisigayo olwebisera sana jijehone aja ujingayaho nana have nafunire ude natinire hu radio.
But let me end with the issue of free education in government schools.
Muganye gihirise alome ohusonga henelese nesonga eyo husoma ohowerere mu masomero aga government.
Since 1996,
omwaka 1997
I introduced Namkaga.
1996
I introduced free education.
Galeta ngo ohusoma ohowerere.
But some people have refused to implement it properly.
Abatu abandi bagene ohitawula ngimukola.
And they keep bringing charges in government schools.
Batinire nyo beyongera osungango pesa mu masomero ya government.
And they chase children from schools.
Era nibabinga na bana ongwa masomero.
Now, in order to educate you,
olwesho ohwenda obasomesa.
I started free education in State House skilling hubs.
Gatandiha osoma howerere mu State House mu masomero gahulanga skilling hubs.
Now, I don't know whether my graduates are here, they can come and give testimony.
Anye ngaliho ho mwabatu abasolo huja ongaho ujulizi era manyine ntisinga nahaye.
About the graduates.
Abo baja njaba tuihiyeho ohungwa mu skilling hub ji president ali huloma.
Just two, a boy and a girl, would be enough.
Ufune watu babiri boka omuhana omusere olwe bisera banahirira basigaye.
Go there, up. Up, go on there. Lomorinyole.
President Hoye! NRM Hoye! President Hoye! Amasina na majanja asindise n'abara Brian ohunwera erungule Evreji buhehe Town Council Butaleja. Ndi musanyufu nnyo oheyaza president wefe ninahe na senior fo ngande Butaleja. Mbera ya rimbi, school fees gagana, nafuna ya boda boda, natandi ofuga boda boda, boda hosi hagana, natandi omwenge na nywa nyo, nago nangano mabara, nafuna boda boda, aho baringo bajulira, ninafuna boda boda, lwali lulalanga tina ho humagombe ohulira eyo, jina gene omutu nali hulomati, President MUSEVENI, kataye ngo habu ekibuku ehosomesa abana abavuka. Naduluma natina district nafuna application letter patina ekibuku kuhabu ohusoma ni walireyo embera ya linda munyo batunga amifaliso ejohogona hokuba njogwali omundu gusoka ese ohogona homufaliso wagona nga hopambo ninolireyo nahola kosi ya welding and metal fabrication ninahola welding Nyakola kosi eyo nafuha changing agent esajino ndi professional engineer in welding and metal fabrication ni wahe na graduation wagalu hangango batulo mahusomero never sit down technician sigi hala nafuna yo application na Holland company eya wa China Nikolanga welder nenga niyo esapplyinga maji mu district ngane Butaleja nafunanga olunaku omutu amulane hitundu na savinganga wuli naku enusu 15 naholayo emyesi ehumi nangwayo na haire halane hitundu nafunayo machine jange ekaire haire eja welding nenga ndijihola nigulango waka shop yange eringa no mutawuni ngano Butaleja village enyene yino nanyulu waka shop yino naitandiha ngandijafunayo abana bali musanvu mubana omusanvu nafunamo abana badatu pure material njabakola nabo bano abana abane nabagaba mu department eja welding ejindi eside je usolwe esawa jino neployinga abana 17 mu workshop yange ngane Butaleja ne yasa president ne yasa amani ifoti eyiwatu nga support pa account yefe yasako we yasanyo era ebese je kugisubira ofunamo future yefe no developing Butaleja yefe at large.
Kale. I can understand Rinyole that he's now employing how many people? 7 or 17? 17.
NRM Oye, President MUSEVENI Oye, Bukedi Oye, Butaleja Oye, Amasina Nedobozi di Sena Hiria Fatuma, Onwa Emuvireji Muguru Mabare, Muguru Parish, Busore Sub-County. Ndingano Olohunga Obujulizi, who President MUSEVENI Orebitu, Ebiamihono, Ebigaterango, Mubukedi region Ngayaganiwa Ekibuku. Nali engoni pumashi kola ororuvanyuma rohunga usomero orepamba yebesa jabasae bange. Najanganeno nafuna efomu oruvanyuma rohufuna amaulire humagombe. Natina ekibuku na kwayaringa skill eya hairdressing. Ninola uhabu embera ya linda nginyo. Muzaigat providing angane materials josi outsaho watina nebyo hambala byoka ninafuna ohena skill eya hairdressing Nagobola engo sini hase bongo. Natina e Kampala. Nafuna musaruni endala inaini kolamu eriango hudipo. Naholanga omnaku nibapo omutwalo. Nasevinganga omutwalo gosi kuba nalipwera nga wasisita wange nitapangisa. Nahola emyesi ebiri oluvanyuma lwa bosi wange ohumbisya ubi. Nangwayo n'emitwalo gyali nkaaga. Nagobola engo emuguru nigurango esaluni. Nagura machines ne gisala abasajja. Era ngandomerangano omukulembeze wefe President Museveni kusikiru einafuna huhabu mumani gago na training aho abashange bali mukaga. Mumukago obo na hasigasaho abatu badatu abikozesa. Hisowoye ochusemera yange no community yange mupwera. Era nino sinzira hwisho kwebasanyo President Museveni olo ukulembeze uwo ore kulahulana iyo era ninango subira kuna supportinge mu electioni ejibgobolaho. Long live President Museveni.
So,
long live NRM party.
I will have a picture with you. I will have a picture with them at the end. Now you can hear. Where are you taking them? Hello? They should be near where they can. Let them go back where they were sitting. You have heard the testimony of these young people.
Bashange munguliye ojulizi obana befe bangwahunga.
How they had no hope.
Abali ni bangu masubi.
But by just training them for 6 months.
Ne batina baba wangulamo emyesi mukaga joka.
With free education.
No huangulwa osomesewa ohowerere.
They have become new people.
Hati bafuhire batu bamukaso mu bitundu.
And you can see what they are doing here. I can show you what they are doing.
Basolo hubalagaho ngala ebibahola.
Some of those products which they are making here now in Chibuku,
ebitu bindi bibahola ngano ekibuku.
We were importing them from China, from other countries.
Kwali hubingisa ohunwa mumawanga gabazungu eulafu.
So therefore, I am bringing this one out as a challenge to you, the NRM people, to discuss.
Olwesho alibuhola hinonga hitu esho usomoza erife abatu abangere.
By NRM.
NRM.
To discuss these school fees in government schools, are they not a murder for the opportunity of these children?
Ohugeragaho ohwewala opesa pesa obatina libasunga amasomero ga government owuli hutinani ulemesa abatu abana befe ohusoma mu masomero ga government.
I will continue with the skilling hubs until I get an answer from all of you to say either if you think this is wrong and we should continue with killing these children, or if you think it is right, stop these school fees, we do it without conflict. Because I say no school fees, other people say no school fees.
President Alomati aja usigala nigeyongera okutomu honoma skilling hubs paka oluna hose favene kwaona oba usigala ni skilling hubs oba ngalingo hindi unahaveni hutesa ohola kuba amapesa agabali usunga masomero gali kulemesa abatu abena bangi ohusoma.
NRM oye! Butaleja oye! Bunyore oye! Bukede oye! Uganda oye! East Africa oye! Now, Senkuru, if Senkuru has no challenge, we shall gazette him if he has no other challenge.
Mbo owasehulu saa yosi aja unyigaho muhono kube ninawo mu utongole.
I will tell the Ministry of Gender to give me a report. I will tell the Ministry of Gender to give me a report.
Aja kusunga ministry ehola huhikula chabatu ibalange agenda emungeho report usongeyo.
NRM oye.
NRM oye.
Vote for NRM oye. Mwebale muno. Let's have the flag bearers.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Let me ask our flag bearers to step forward. Butaleja oye! Bukedi oye! Bunanu kuchoku banjulira abandu badire flag cha NRM bamuchoku supportinga mubere sobulu bwemwe alalende President wefe Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Let's have Honorable Musamba Moses Nagomu, the flag bearer, Bunyole East. Magomu oye! Magomu oye! Let's have the Honorable Waluswaka James, the flag bearer, Bunyole West. Waluswaka oye! James oye! Let's have our woman MP, District Representative, Honorable Logose Sarah Annette. Logose oye! Logose oye! Last but not least, we shall have our district chief, the flag bearer LOC 5, Were Elvis. Your Excellency, as he makes his way up, we regret to inform you that we had a flag bearer for the same position, one Mr. Muyonjo Joseph, who passed on and we immediately elected him as a replacement. NRM oye! Hahusabira moyo kwa Mzee Muyonjo kuumule mirembe ni handi hahubasabe muwagire ba flag bearer President babe kesolo alero. We are going to have a number of pictures. The first picture is that with the flag bearers. I want our handlers to assist the skilling graduates to quickly join so that we have that picture with the President. Ni handi nenda aba handlers basehulu wabunyole in the cabinet yaye mwesi mwetekehe. Let's have the graduates very fast. Mwe kabaniamu aba andi hulu wande lwera aba andi hulu wande lundi kulinda usevinge biha kucho ufune sifana nyisindi esha sehulu wabunyole in the cabinet yaye bacho besifana nyinde President. Kindly, Honorable Dombo, let's facilitate that picture. We have to save time. We are going to have another picture with the religious leaders. The religious leaders present. The religious leaders, let's move in. As the religious leaders make their way, members of the District Executive Committee, NRM, kindly make your way close to the Fountain of Honor. The next picture is with the religious leaders. Listen to me so that we save time. We need to save time. Honorable Dombo, facilitate these groups as agreed. The religious leaders, then next the District Executive Committee of the NRM, Bunyole. the District Executive Committee of the party, members of DEC, Your Excellency, the Secretary General has asked me to grant a special picture with one Mr. Mayagu Roni. He's one of our members who contested during the primaries and did not return as an independent. After the members of the District Executive Committee, NRM, we shall have one picture with Mr. Mayagu Roni, and thereafter we shall have another picture with the converts before we present the gift from our business community and the Twezimbe Farmers Group. Egeto oi! Egeto oi! Beho bange kucho kuicha kubahengeho. Tugenda kudda tubasaleko. NRM oi! Anti kati munyambe wano bekanta. Is facilitate. Members of DEC, members of the District Executive Committee, kindly allow these pictures. I know. Then the converts. Let's have the converts, the converts. Eshos Fananisha District Executive Committee, the people who are going to remain here and propel the message of the party after we have all gone. NRM oi! NRM Jew! So huli uchohubane esfananyisa sembayo, then we shall have as we have the last picture with the members who are joining the party, Your Excellency, I want to just inform you that there is a group called the Business Community and Twezimbe Farmers Group of Butaleja. They have donated a couple of cows as gifts to you and a show of appreciation for the peace and stability we are enjoying, the development programs you're extending, and the wealth creation programs we are enjoying. So we want to note and appreciate the Twezimbe Group for the good gesture of gifting our president and encouraging him to do more for the people of Butaleja, Bukedi, and the entire country. NRM oi! So I would request that as the Excellency makes his way back to his dais, let's all raise to observe the anthems and allow him go to the next venue. Kwesi husingire kuchohwemba enyembo chegwanga kusobola husibula President wefe yeyongereyo etororo national anthems in reverse order. Anthems in reverse order.
Bunyole